Hello everyone, my name is Nurfati Ajamablin with my metric number 85255. Today, I will talk and share about my case study, which is the case study of Johor Malay community practices on the significance of bamboo to the cultural heritage. Bamboo or bamboo saudia is a fast-growing plant that resembles a tree, but is actually a type of branch. In traditional Malay culture, bamboo holds significant value not only as a practical resource but also a symbol of heritage, identity, and craftsmanship. Because of the advancement in technology, bamboo is not often used in modern construction anymore. Younger generation also know less about bamboo's cultural value. This puts local traditions at risk, especially in places like Johor, where little research has been done on current bamboo use. In this case study, it is observed that although numerous studies emphasize the ecological and economic benefits of bamboo, there is limited research that specifically examines its role in preserving cultural identity, particularly among rural Malay communities in Johor, Malaysia. The study aims to examine the Johor Malay community's knowledge, attitudes, and practices on the significance of bamboo to the cultural heritage. The objectives of my study are to find out the Johor Malays' understanding on the usefulness of bamboo to the community. Next is to describe the Johor Malays' attitude towards the significance of bamboo to the community, including food, economic benefits, cultural importance, spiritual significance, and folklore. The last one is to describe the Johor Malays' uses of bamboo in their daily life. Zakaria 2018 stated that bamboo has long been a vital traditional resource in Malay life, playing an important role in areas such as building homes, making tools and musical instruments, preparing food, and also performing rituals that links with objective number 1, which is to find out the Johor Malays' understanding on the usefulness of bamboo to the community. From the definition of KAP theory, attitude reflects the community's feelings, beliefs, and values toward preserving bamboo-related traditions that links with my second objective for my case study. Cultural heritage refers to the traditions, values, and knowledge passed down through generations in a community. It includes both physical items like buildings, crafts, and tools, and non-physical elements like language, rituals, and customs. This research holds both cultural and academic importance as it investigates how the Johor Malay community understands and engages with bamboo as part of their cultural heritage. On a practical level, the study has the potential to raise public awareness about the value of preserving cultural heritage. One of 10 journal articles that I have studied is about Malay wisdom in the motifs of bamboo shoots. This study aims to reveal Malay's philosophical wisdom that is implied in Malay culture. The method of study is literature study, open-ended interview, and observations to the characteristics of bamboo shoots. In results, bamboo shoots symbolize perseverance, strength, and focus as they grow among mature canes and represent spiritual and cultural values in Malay traditions. Next is the literature review of the relationship between plants and the Malay culture. In results, they agree that plants are important for medical purposes and always been well thought as healthy source of life in the Malay culture. For the method of the study, I use descriptive research design to explore what the Johor Malay community knows, feels, and does regarding the cultural importance of bamboo. A qualitative approach is used with data collected through semi-structured interviews. There are some chosen international and local tech corpus to help me with my studies such as Bamsen, Live to Plant, and some journal articles that highlighted the word bamboo in their research. For instruments, this study used two kinds of instruments, which are a theoretical framework and a semi-structured interview. The framework that I use is KAP model, which is the Knowledge, Attitude, and Practices model. This framework supports the case study by examining participants' knowledge, attitudes, and practices related to the cultural importance of bamboo in the Johor Malay community, and helps to identify any gaps in understanding or practice. Next, I use semi-structured interview to allow me to explore a topic in depth. Its main purpose is to understand an individual's or group's personal experiences and life stories. These are the proposed research questions for the interviews based on the objective of my study. To gather relevant information, the keywords knowledge, attitudes, and practices were searched on Google. All related blog posts were reviewed, and the most suitable articles were selected based on their credibility and relevance. 10 participants will be selected through purposive sampling, focusing on individuals with cultural knowledge or experience in bamboo-related traditions, such as elders, artisans, or cultural practitioners. The interview will be held in the language each participant is most comfortable with, recorded with their permission, and later transcribed for detailed analysis. The qualitative data collected from the semi-structured interviews will be analyzed using the knowledge, attitude, and practice framework. This framework allows me to systematically categorize participants' responses into 3 key areas, which is knowledge of bamboo's cultural significance, attitudes towards its value in Malay heritage, and actual practices related to bamboo traditions. After transcribing the interviews, a thematic analysis will be conducted to code the data according to these 3 categories. Through this process, emerging themes and sub-themes will be identified, interpreted, and organized within the KAP structure. The data analysis will begin with the transcription of the semi-structured interviews conducted with 10 selected participants from the Johor Malay community. All interviews will be audio recorded with participants' consent to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the data. Transcription serves as a crucial step in preserving the richness of qualitative responses and preparing them for true analysis. The thematic analysis will be guided by the KAP framework, which provides a structured approach to examining the data. Participant responses will be coded according to their knowledge of bamboo, their cultural attitudes towards it, and their practices related to the use of bamboo, with these codes further developed into themes and sub-themes. Lastly is the limitation of my study. First, the small sample size of 10 participants may limit how well the findings represent the broader Johor Malay community. Second, since the data is based on personal experiences and memories, the responses may be subjective and influenced by what participants think is socially acceptable. Lastly, the time limits and location challenges may reduce the diversity of the sample, as participants were selected through purposive sampling and may come from similar backgrounds.